I'm just like dying.
I'm Adria, and I'm going to push it to the limit.
Hopefully, you know, they won't find anything bad about me. There's gonna be a lot of deception and you don't know what's going on, but hopefully they'll have good manners.
Adria, go on in.
God.
Can we talk?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, congratulations, everyone. Hey,
All right.
Isn't the
Cool, we gonna fish
This way.
No.
Adria, you're safe.
I see the positives more than I do the negatives in people, and I just can't knock somebody down because they look different, act different, smell different.
Mike, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
I'm Adria. Me and my sister, we have been switching in and out sporadically. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes 3 days, that type of stuff, and sharing different information. Michael Cowboy knows the most about me. We've talked about, you know, Christianity, how I don't really drink, but I will have some wine, that kind of stuff. You know, we've gone through all that stuff. Yeah, Oklahoma. Yeah. When we only have 15 minutes to do the switch and transfer information, pretty much got to kind of narrow it down to what's your top 5 situations and then transfer that over briefly, clearly to the other person. Well, the 5 points that you share with the person coming back into the house have got to be the 5 key things that would affect Adria in the house. Michael and Nick found out that they were brother and sister.
After the surprise, I hope you are excited, as Pat and I are, to start a new life and a wonderful journey.
I'm tiny, am I going up? They got the same dad. You and Michael played hacky sack, and you threw the ball around in the yard with Jay's. Michael, shut up, don't get shocked. We have to switch in and out of the house. It's 5 weeks, and if we do that successfully, then at that point, her and I will be able to come into the house together, and then we both got a chance to go for the big win.
You look very different in your picture.
I photograph like so many different ways. I have a scar right here by my nose, and Adria does not. She does have a little bigger mole right here than I do, and that's 2 key pieces in the center of the face. By the way, are you losing weight anyway? All right, you know. I'm losing weight. You look fine. Like my butt's losing weight. The emotional side of it is hard for me. You know, I want to wear my wedding ring and not all the other stuff, so it's tough. It's tough to look at A's face on the wall when I keep trying to be her and people call me A all day. So it's hard. It's hard. I knew it would be. I don't think anyone in this household could imagine the demands that it puts on a person. Right now, I'm not playing the game for me, I'm playing it for her because I don't want to let her down. I want her to be in the house.
Natalie is currently in the backyard with her housemates, so let's meet Adria, who is awaiting her twin in the diary room. Hi, Adria.
Hi.
Now, if you guys make it to the halfway point without being discovered, you will both have earned the right to be in the house at the same time. So what is your strategy for making it halfway?
To not get discovered, definitely. I mean, that's been our biggest challenge right now, and we have made several different switches, and right now, the good news is that no one's focusing on us right now.
Now, you and Natalie have switched places 3 times already. How is it that no one has caught on?
Well, we both are very much in tune with each other, and it's the confidence level that we're both trying to persuade, you know, or show to the household when we come in, and just leaving with little details and leaving with tasks and that kind of thing, and really just working different disguises with hats and glasses, and just being sure that we know each other both well enough to not think that we're ourselves.
Have there been any close calls with these switches?
Oh, absolutely. I think both, probably every time we've been in and out of the house has been a close call. Your stomach is in a big knot. You got a lump in your throat, and you're just like, okay, anywhere but in front of somebody. And I think one of the scares that I had personally was Mike had actually asked me a question and said, he just threw a name out, goes, Kim Vickers or something like that, I don't know. And I was like, who? And I thought maybe he had that conversation prior to, and I just played it off, and that was really just a kind of a no call, but it was a big scare.
Real brief, what's been the hardest part about switching places?
To not be myself is the hardest part. I think that when I go into the house, I have to pretend in my act that I'm being Natalie, and then vice versa. She is actually trying to think about being me. And so that's been the hardest.
Earlier today, we gave Natalie 15 minutes to fill you in on what's been going on inside the house. When we call Natalie to the diary room, you will just have a moment to switch places and walk into the house. So, Adria, are you ready to make the switch?
I'm ready to go in. I've got her back. I support everything that she's been doing for the past couple of days, and I'm ready to get in there and just pull another wool over their eyes and just keep playing our game. So now or never.
All right, Adria, I'll be back to talk to you and your sister in just a few moments.
Okay, thank you.
Coming up, we'll watch Adria and Natalie change places in the house live. Stay with us. Hi, ladies. Natalie, Adria, are you guys ready?
As best we can be.
All right.
Gasoline on the fire right here.
Well, it's time. Go ahead. Make the switch.
Have a look.
I can't tell you apart.
We're about to give me the ring. Oh, yes. We're about to stir it up.
All right, hurry up with the rings.
The house guests are restless on twist.
Gotta go.
Yes. All right, wish us luck.
Good luck. Let's go. Let's go right now.
Go. All right, then. What was your verses? Huh? Verses. Verses. Love you. Be good. The switches are definitely the most nerve-wracking and the scariest of things that I do in the house. We are on in a minute, I suppose. Nothing. When I first came into the house today, I felt completely lost.
I would kill for pizza right now.
Have one each. I have to feel my way back into this house. I try to mingle amongst different people and really not spend too much one-on-one with someone. I get a really big glass and I like to kind of hold it around my face and just drink a lot of water. I've been to the bathroom about 8 times. What town is it? Illinois.
Decatur, Illinois, yeah.
Yeah, Decatur. Kind of catch up on a lot of things that I didn't get to be briefed on from Natalie's download.
I was so good. Damn.
You were hilarious, though. I saw you digging in.
Digging in what?
Digging in and go for the win.
Well, I had my game face on.
That's right. You're like, no distractions.
Hey, thank you.
If I could just not be really heard, but just seen and pass that test, then maybe I won't be under suspicion. I'm glad that we've gotten this far. It does get harder and harder every time.
Adria, you're safe.
Yeah,
About 5'9", so I pretty much weigh anywhere between 150 and 155.
But you have
like
no
that.
fat.
You're like, her
It's
stomach
solid.
is
It's solid.
Oh, too sweet.
Your butt is solid. Yeah.
Big Bootylicious, Adria, she's awesome. Great girl, church girl, read the Bible at night, do aerobics. She's the total package.
You know how my hair would look good? All over you.
Oh, I think Adria is awesome. If I was to have a sister, she'd be a cool-ass sister.
I've always been, as far as girls goes, I just like a girl that just, as far as her looks, it's just like a total package, Like if she looks balanced and she looks good with whatever she has, then that's good.
I love Adria. I'm from the South too, so I seem to have a really good connection with her.
Every couple of days, me and my sister, we switch places, and we still continue to play the role of Adria. The switch is always a tricky measure between both of us. Okay. As soon as they call my name, I just go, ooh! I know, it's like my stomach goes, ooh. Our goal is to make it to the 5 weeks, and if we do that, then both of us get to come into the Big Brother house, and the twist is revealed to the house guest. Basically, I came in the house after here, and I went in, and I just started cleaning up. I got very busy that day. I was just really busy, and everybody's like, man, you're a maniac today. And you know what? It's Saturday. I gotta get something done today. You know, I just need to be productive. So I didn't really talk a whole lot with everybody. That's good. You know what I'm saying? So I just stayed busy. It's a crazy, crazy job. It's not easy. For one thing, it's very, very hard for us because we're always playing the game 24/7 on trying to keep things cool and on identity. So it's very hard for us to not let our own personalities out in the Big Brother house. We got the utmost confidence in each other that we can cover pretty much any situation, and we will never, ever reveal the real truth until the twist is revealed.
Tonight, a second unbelievable twist. One of our 13 house guests has an identical twin who has also been playing the Big Brother game.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Since Big Brother began, they have already switched places 3 times.
Look at her face.
Participating in this twist is perfect for Adria and Natalie because they have always been able to pull this off. Me, the mother, fooled constantly. This is the age where they were swapping boyfriends, high school, and here's where it started, kindergarten. I can't tell them apart right now, and I can see all the times they fool me.
Throughout college, Adria and her husband, of course, Natalie and I, we all dated, but they never tried to do the switcheroo on us.
Better watch out. I'll step up on that.
There is a slight variation in personalities between her and Adria. Natalie's got a little bit more of the I'm going to come straight at you in your face kind of personality. Her aggression in the house is being seen by the 4 horsemen, and it could definitely put her in a dangerous situation.
No, A before Diane because A is stronger. What if we shook it up, put A up? Boom.
It bothers me to hear, people talking about Adria and Natalie behind their backs. Sometimes I want to jump into the screen and take them to the side and tell them what somebody else is saying.
Natalie, Adria, are you guys ready?
The actual switch live on television, it was so cool.
We're about to give me the ring. Oh yes, we're about to stir it up.
All right, hurry up with the rings.
We're sitting here watching them, and it actually felt like we were there with them, kind of doing it all as a team.
The emotional side of it is hard for me. I want to wear my wedding ring and not all the other stuff. So it's tough. It's tough to look at A's face on the wall.
We're getting choked up.
And people call me A all day. So it's hard. It's hard. I knew it would be.
Emotionally, I want to be there for Natalie. I would love to just wrap my arms around her and just hug her and squeeze her up and say, baby, I love you. Everything's all good.
I don't think anyone in this household could imagine the demands that it puts on a person.
I would love to see them both in the house to see how the house guests react to that.
I'm not playing the game for me. I'm playing it for her because I don't want to let her down. I want her to be in the house.
Trying to watch Adria and Natalie on TV, trying to be Adria is hard. They are for each other 100%. So that's the really touching thing for me.
Oh, good part. King Solomon, how beautiful you are, my love. Okay, therapy, thank you.
What worried us initially coming into the game is that if they're not swapping out very, very consistently, that the faces are going to be like, there's something different about you, because you can tell after a little bit.
Anyways, rundown. So any key points for me going back in the house that I need to go do? Do we want to go for HOH?
Yes. If you can get it, you freaking get it. Okay? And then you just let the strategy come to you. We can do this.
Karen is looking for a lot of strength from her team members right now. The thing I'd like to see more out of her is definitely a little more just aggressiveness. I'd like to see her just toughen up and pull for the team.
Lori, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Of course I'm gonna cry.
Lori was an asset to the house, and I really didn't want to see her go at this time. Surprise, Lori! This is A, and this is A2. And if you are looking at this video, then you obviously know, the big twist. We love you, girl, and we hate to see you go. All right, let's do it. everybody right now currently is napping. We just got done the food competition and everything. And Holly has been really staring our faces down, and she's also noticing that I'm very sexy in the way that I walk and the way that I hold myself and how I'm so pretty. Try to go take a nap right now if you can. If you have to lay there with your eyes open for an hour, do it. Get out of people's face. Let them forget your face. Drew got HOH. Was that not the best pick that could happen? I had just did my switch with my twin, and as soon as I got mingled in, I got right into the heat of things.
I just want to talk to you about stuff. Kind of like what I'm thinking, because I can trust you. And I feel like I can trust you when I talk to you and stuff. I'm looking at the strategy of probably getting the strongest player out. So what I'm thinking right now is Marvin. I'm trying to look at making sure this is a guaranteed thing. There's no way in the world I would ever want you out of this game, but I actually thought of putting you up maybe on the block. And you're that strong person, and Marvin could better understand me saying, I'm putting the strong people up. As crazy that sounds, what do you think about that?
You always got to think about if you put somebody in the chair, it's got to be somebody that you would risk losing. And if you want me going, that's what you want to do.
I don't want that at all.
Then
I understand.
That's your thing.
We're 2 weeks away from both of us coming into the Big Brother house, and I'm just trying to stay off the block. I was pulling out some stops on that note.
I've got to figure out how I'm going to do this.
I'm not telling you what to do. I just say, look at all your options. I'll tell you right now, if I ever win head of household, I would never, ever put you on the block. I would love to see you in the finals.
Right.
Period.
Okay.
She kind of got me when she said, she would never put me up and I'd always be there till the end.
And that's just, honestly, that's totally what I feel.
She made it so hard for me after I talked to her. She's lying through her teeth right now. She's going to hell.
And sometimes you've got to step up and be the man, Drew.
I know. This is what it's all about, stepping up and being the man.
Adria, you're safe.
The closer we get to our goal, the harder it is actually of getting there, because we've got to keep trust on all sides.
Come on. Just come on, you need a little more blush and have you make a break. That's what went down. You went in last night, took a nap. Friday, got in just like you said. And then Drew comes in and wakes me up. Hey, can I talk to you? You scared me to death. He voted Holly and Nokomis for eviction. Nokomis won veto. Today's probably ceremony. Did they make a promise that he's not going to put you back up? No. So go talk with him this morning. Just tell him, some words of encouragement, and just don't look like you're scared to death.
How was your diary section this morning?
A little bit torturous. You have to excuse me to the restroom. Are you doing okay?
I'm fine. It's just like I'm getting sick of this game that I feel as though I can't trust anybody. It's gotten to the point where being nice to Drew is not going to work. I feel like when I make decisions for some of the guys, that I thought would better us, then as soon as I do, I get backstabbed by my own people.
If they really had your side, then they would respect your decisions. If someone's holding against you, it's because I think that you didn't do what they wanted to do, not what you wanted to do.
All right. Well, at this point, I have to put another person in this chair, which is the last thing I want to do because I love you guys and I respect you all. Unfortunately, this is a game, and right now, I choose to nominate Adria. And my reasons for that is because of your strength as a player. You're smart, you're beautiful, you're a leader among the women, and For those reasons and those only, that's why I've chosen to put you on this chair. So.
All of this said, all of this learned, veto meeting's dismissed.
While jackass Jace and Scott are still in the house, then the rest of us are nothing but little roaches for them to step on. Never giving up. Let me just read this to you. You want to hear this? This is great. God shall preserve the oppressed from the proud. Lord help godly men are fast disappearing. Everyone deceives and flatters and lies. There is no sincerity left. But the Lord will not deal gently with people who act like that. He will destroy those proud liars who say, we will lie to our heart's contents, our lips are our own. Who can stop us? That gives me strength right there.
Goes to Drew, it's over. The problem is going to be that I can foresee is that if we run around and rally in your defense, they're going to feel that they did the right thing because you did have allies. I think that Marvin is, if Marvin votes Holly out, he'll bite if you cut him a deal. Get him last minute before he can get contaminated again.
What are the ways that we can get through to Marvin?
And I could get his back.
If he keeps us here, he has votes, he has numbers.
It's crucial that I survive this eviction so that Natalie and I can both enter the house next week. You know, no matter what, if I can get 4 and 4, it's still going to come down to Drew. And hopefully at this point, maybe his conscience will weigh back and he'll get rid of the annoying little Holly that everybody in here wants to freaking get rid of. I think that there's people that deserve to be here because they're good people. I think that I'm here for a reason and hopefully to help the righteousness in this house. I believe in you, Marvin, and I need you.
I really can't even say, you know what I'm saying? All right.
I've opened myself to very little people here. I think you're just a good person, and I'm not talking to nobody else, Michael. I'm not.
I did not want you on the block, and I'm telling you honest God's truth.
You can help me with that. I've tried to be just a good, true player of the game. I'm true in my faith, my Christianity, and that's turned around and hurt me. I'm just a little baby country girl that believes in her faith and tries to tell everything the way it is and be true. Nobody knows what you vote, okay?
I know.
They're never gonna know what you vote. And when it comes to HOH next week, if I have any influence on people, and I'm here, then I'm just saying. I don't want anybody to see me cry.
What's up?
I'd rather just go talk. I don't want
You were on HOH?
people be like misconstruing what you say.
Yes, what's going on?
Okay, if you were to stay this week, and you get HOH next week, would you guarantee us that one of us guys would not be put up? You'd put up your own guy, your own people.
Let us know who you'd put up for HOH next week, and mean it. If it's not me and this guy, just let us know.
Or Cowboy.
Yeah, or we don't want Cowboy going up.
Can I ask you just to leave for 10 minutes, just right now, because I just thought of something that might help you out, big time.
Adria should not stay this week, like I've been saying from the beginning, because she's a key player.
Adria is very, very strong. She tries to take the best of herself and insert that into everything she does.
The biggest thing that makes me nervous about Adria is the fact that she has the power to totally knock us out.
Adria's like me, you know, she's probably one of the only few girls in here that can stand up to the guys, so that's why I want to keep her around next to me as long as I can.
Adria, it's your turn.
Well, I have to say to everybody that this has been like a roller coaster trip for me, and I cannot imagine how it would be sitting in this seat. And I want you guys to know that I think being here this week has been the biggest challenge of my life, and it's been amazing. And not only a challenge for myself, but also a challenge in looking at each of you guys and your true characters as who you are as people. And it's been absolutely just unbelievable the type of people that are in this house, and I think that that's the most amazing thing that I've seen being here in this chair, and I never would have thought that the feeling that I have here in this chair was going to be so intense that it was, because when you watch the show you think it's just a game, it's all whatever, but we've become such a family here, and it's so hard to think of that moment that you're going home, that as bad as you want to go home and you just want to see your family, you're like, you know, it's very hard to leave here, and I just wish everybody the best, and I just want to thank you guys for just being yourselves and being who you are, and I just appreciate that.
When you have Adria, you have Adria's 100% support, and I think that she's someone who you can take at face value.
Things I worry most about Adria is that she's a galvanizing force, and she can group a coalition of her henchmen, her girls together, and make them vote a certain way.
House guests, the moment has arrived. It's time to find out who will be evicted, Holly or Adria. Just a reminder, when I reveal the results of the voting, the evicted house guest will have 1 minute to say goodbye, gather their belongings, and walk out the front door. By a vote of 7-1, Holly, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Surprise! Hey Holly, this is Adria, and this is Natalie, and this is Bunny. If you're seeing this, Holly, then you've now discovered what the twist is. We really wish you the best, and I think that you are an incredible character. You're just a really neat person, and keep saving animals. That's right.
Okay, so now you know the twist.
This house has no idea at this point that Adria and I have been switching places in the house, and I am blown away by that. Okay, as you know, we're still here. You go, girl. Ooh, let me just tell you kind of the promises I made. I am still in with my team. I had a powwow in the HOH room, and let me just tell you who was in there. Get to it. Will, Nokomis, and Diane. So of those four, one of us is HOH.
Oh my God.
And it sure ain't me.
It's good though.
It's Diane. Diane and Jace stood there for 9.5 hours. She stood there like this.
You go, Diane.
She saw me saying a prayer for her because I'm like, we've got to have this right now. So anyways, I'm proud of myself because I went.
Diane,
I didn't
fill
give
it
up.
in. We have no time.
We just had our meeting and we're going to meet back in about an hour is what we told Diane. Let her run the show. You be supportive. And don't be
Today,
scared.
I want to kind of get through today and get back in the groove and not be like, whoa, what's up with Adria today?
Will is freaking sharp, and he's been, he's been scoping and looking and really checking out. Just try to keep everything to this side of the face.
Okay, last minute tips.
Okay, keep it cool. Support Diane.
Okay.
Powwow up. Have some fun. Don't be scared. Go put your makeup on, and then if you want to catch back up with Diane, just go, man. Just check in, whatever.
Adria, you're safe.
Yeah. Can you show me how?
Yeah, just plug it in and then put that on.
We're going to work on that.
I'll leave it over here.
Yeah, that's fine.
On.
From my perspective, Adria has been in this house for going on 5 weeks.
See you in a few.
Yeah, just leave that plugged in.
I will. Thank you very much.
This could be the last switch. On an emotional level, it will be so exciting to see Adria completely be herself in this house for once. And to see myself come in and actually go, okay, I'm me.
Scott and Jace were on the block. Okay, they got nominated.
Awesome.
Scott grabs me. Hey, I want to talk to you. He goes, the only way you're here this week is because of me. I made everybody else vote for you. Yada, 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 which kind of pissed me off because I was like, I don't owe you crap.
But you didn't say that.
I didn't.
You told him how gracious you was and everything.
I told him how thankful I was and
Okay.
that Diane ain't talked to me and all that stuff. Me and Karen and all them found out that screen in the HOH room is the spy screen. Nokomis found the remote in the HOH room, opened the screen. For 4 weeks, all them guys have been watching us. Drew didn't tell her anything. She's been at HOH 2 days and Drew still ain't told her. The whole group is fired up.
You better be listening, because you can't get busted between now and Thursday.
I know. This is the plan as far as strategy goes as far as this week. I'm going to do whatever I can, extra careful not to be discovered, okay?
That's it. That's your main
I'm going to
plan.
prepare myself physically and food-wise and mentally to be ready for the HOH because I'm going to go all out. I'm more nervous this week than I was last week because I know everything's going to change from this point forward. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the other team members will see that as an addition to this team. And I don't want them to get sidetracked from what our goal as a house is, and that's to get Jace out.
Oh my God.
Huh?
That is awesome. That is freaking awesome.
So how you feeling?
We're still going with Scott, right?
Of course I know. I think they're both as big a threat to us as either one really can be. I hate that crap too about how everybody has, so-called been the one who saved me off the block when you guys are the ones who saved me off this block. And everybody else is like, oh, well, you owe me. That does not go well with me. Don't tell me you owe me.
I'm pissed because Adria saved her ass.
I knew she was lying. I knew it.
So you want to talk to her right now?
I think Scott, just in general, like paranoia set in. This is how Big Brother 5 works this year. We'll get you in the room, we'll call you out.
Dude, I want a straight answer. Yes or no? Don't lie to me.
Have Cowboy go get her.
Straight answer.
And we'll call her in here.
I think we need to chill tonight.
Cowboy, go get her. We take her down next week. Regardless.
Bro, I'm not going to be here next week. Dude. I just want to talk to you for a sec, girl. Like, you talk to me, like I gave you the chance to talk to me.
We're gonna be the bad guys because Scott leaves. Oh well, they're gonna come after us anyways.
Right now they're in there calling Adria and all the stuff she told them last week.
Last week when you said to us, guys, I will do anything to stay in this house and stuff, you're here because of him.
Would you guarantee us that one of us guys would not be put up? You'd put up your own guy.
Do you want me here?
I love you, Scott.
4 weeks into this house, you play a game a certain way. You can't be trusted, and you're gone.
I guarantee you, is they're gonna say, if Scott goes, you're gone next. And she's gonna come back and try to change our
With a
minds.
change of heart.
You are so much more like me than anybody else.
Walk right in there to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Walk right in there to the bathroom. See say what's up.
All I need is one vote to stay in this house.
I know that. You're so crazy.
Tell me what you guys are talking about.
This has nothing to do with you.
No, I know.
This is between me and Adria
Yeah, I know.
because if you haven't
I heard you
noticed,
talking.
yeah, I saved Adria's ass last
Hey.
week. She's the ringleader. She wants me out.
But look,
I'm just talking at this.
Please! I'm about to get so freaking loud. Please, this is not the day, okay? Let me just say, I'm feeling you last week because all your people told me to talk to the ringleader. No, I'm telling you,
I
you
never
don't
said-
understand. Around his house is like freaking insane.
Adria is the last person that wants you out, Scott.
Right here. I'm sorry.
Thank you,
Come here.
Diane.
Baby, I love you. I'm sorry.
She's not that good of a liar. I think she's sincere right now. She's not trying to get Scott out. She's wanting to keep Scott.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Man, I know, right?
Sometimes you just get lost. Things do change from day to day, from minute to minute. Honestly, I like Scott better than I do Marvin right now. Scott's been a totally different guy this week. It is a numbers game. And if I'm looking at keeping Scott here, then will that be somebody who can protect me? Bottom line, come Thursday night, I and Natalie will be a target. The whole house is weighing on my vote, including her.
Scott, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Hey, you're the biggest liar in this house, and I hope you win this.
Jace, you can call out everybody in the house you want to. We all playing the game just like you.
You're the biggest liar. You're in the HOH room, you were crying, and Scott saved you, and you betrayed him like that. Everybody knows it.
No, they don't.
Come on, dude, you ain't happy for me? You can't be mad just because your boy left. You ain't supposed to take this game personal.
Just one more week, Scott, crying. Crying and lying. Just one more week, I won't vote you out.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. We got your back, and I will fight for you. In case anybody wants to know,
You're slick.
because you want to sit here and like pinpoint me, there's more than one vote in this house.
You're the vote that you're the hardcore liar. Hardcore.
No.
That's just.
How many people here did Jace tell he was going to the end with? Shall we get a show of hands?
Yeah, let's get a show of that. The final
get a show of
6, the
hands.
final 5, the final 4, the final 7.
Anybody?
Whatever you gotta say, ringleader.
Ringleader, fine, whatever. Unbelievable lie. Unbelievable. That's why I said, I was like, oh, guys, whatever. Do what
Why are
gotta
you
do.
so upset? Because you told me you wanted me to stay.
I can't believe that level. Hey, you all against me now. Fine.
No. You told me, didn't you want me to stay? So you ought to be happy. Am I lying or not? Did
So
you
you
tell me
must
you
have
wanted me
voted
to
for
stay?
Marvin. I guess you didn't lie
No,
either, so-
just answer me that. Did you want me to stay or not?
Yes.
No, that's bullshit, man. So why you upset at her now? I'm him. You ought to be happy with
Because
him,
he wants to
man.
point the finger at somebody without pointing it back at himself.
Hell yeah. He going off on this chick, and it just ticked me off. You don't talk to no woman like that. I don't care. Game, no game. That ain't how you treat nobody. That just ain't right.
Surprise! Well, Scott, either you love us or you hate us.
Whoa.
I'm Adria, and this is Natalie. And we're the Twist. This is my girl. We both love you very much. We think that you're an awesome person. Unfortunately, things do happen, so we want to wish you the ultimate best in your life.
I knew.
Hello, house guests.
Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Now, in just a few minutes, you will be going outside to compete in this week's Head of Household game. Tonight's game is all about observation. Diane, as the current HOH, you cannot compete, but I would like to ask you a practice question.
Okay.
Since week 1, Diane, how many total house guests have been playing the Big Brother game?
13.
You are incorrect.
What?
Actually, Diane, 14 house guests have lived in the house and have played the game since week 1.
14.
As I told you the first night, our motto this summer is do not assume. Actually, Project DNA for short.
Shoot.
First, Michael, you and Jennifer discovered that the two of you were related.
Oh my God.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, tonight, a second twist.
Yes.
Ooh.
One of your housemates has been playing this game with an identical twin.
I knew it.
One of your housemates.
It's Holly. It's Holly.
One of your housemates is actually 2.
I knew it.
These twins have switched places in the Big Brother house 10 times.
I knew it.
It's Holly.
Every few days, house guests, one twin entered through the diary room and the other twin came out.
I tell you.
Oh my
I tell
God.
you, I knew it.
It's not these
Now,
guys.
It's Holly.
similar to life in the Big Brother house, the leaving twin lived in total seclusion, shut off from the outside world. But most importantly, the leaving twin had no clue about anything that was happening in the Big Brother game until the switch was made. They had only 15 minutes to catch each other up on everything going on inside the house.
It's Holly.
These twins had a goal from the beginning, and that goal was to avoid being discovered or evicted for 5 weeks. Tonight, they have reached their goal, and they have earned the right to enter the house together and play the game as individuals.
Don't tell me
Scott has a twin.
Oh my God.
That
Yes, he
means both twins will now be living in the house at the same time.
Who is it? Come on.
House guests?
Please be Holly.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It is time to find out who has been playing the Big Brother game
Lord, please.
with their identical twin.
No, it's been 5 weeks.
No, it's one of us.
5 weeks. It's got to be in
It's
here.
one of us.
What?
I knew it was you. Oh my God. Oh my.
So I did not make a promise to Scott. I'm sorry. I didn't really.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
Oh my God.
All right, house guests, everyone meet Natalie.
Come here, be delicious.
But then again, everyone, you've already met her.
Oh my God.
God.
My
I was like, you're the biggest liar ever for doing that.
I'm a freaking liar, and I had to make
I had to
a
congratulate you guys.
She's pretty licious, and I'm pretty luscious. Oh my goodness!
Oh my God.
It's for real.
I'm sitting there, I just cussed this girl out. My worst nightmare happens when I look over my shoulder and there's another one that comes popping into the equation. Seriously, how big of a jackass am I?
The Big Brother twist. You never know when they're coming, and when they do, obviously, they hit us in a major way.
And
I've never been so dumbfounded in my entire life.
Which one's which?
Are you married too?
Yes, I am.
Damn.
I knew you'd be disappointed.
I was shocked. I couldn't bend no more shocked that somebody hooked me up to a 9-volt battery.
I've been here the whole time, baby.
You kidding? Trust me, I was damn shocked. I was just shocked. I'm still shocked.
I immediately felt as if our side had another vote.
Adria's playing with their identical twin. They've changed 10 different times, and it changes the game 100%.
Cowboy is shaking in his Wranglers right now because he knows that he is a marked man as long as we are in power.
You guys know both of us, and everything that you know about us is us. Woo! We did it! Finish Twins powers, activate!
Natalie, you are safe.
Adria, you are safe.
You guys are like the first set of identical twins I've ever known.
We've been here over a period of about 48 hours, and I do not feel the house has even digested the fact that it has happened.
I feel like the house is new again, like brand new.
I feel like you're that extra kind of thumb on my finger that you kind of forget about, but then one day you gotta go, I got a sixth finger. Am I the third nipple? You're the third nipple!
I feel that we're both now finally being our own selves, and I feel like they really want to get to know us in that aspect.
Did you ever pay attention how A would always throw her hair in her face on purpose? And I'd be like, why is she just this one strand or this one strand here? Was it to cover this?
It's just that she has a mole right here, and I have a scar from my nose. And you never wanted someone one day to say, where the heck is that scar?
I tried to keep everything visually to most people from my left side of my face so that this mole wasn't being seen. Thus came Joe Dirt, where I would pull my hair forward. Like, this is a cool way to wear your hair all the time. We both, really tried to do it, like keep it like this.
We honestly, we knew something was wrong with just A in general.
Like there was a cohesiveness.
There was a cohesiveness, but there was just that much of a little bit of difference that we were just like, what's going on with that?
Yeah. We could have even lasted, like, say, the whole time if I didn't have this core group that we both just fell in love with.
You showed both of yourselves and showed yourselves as...
The moral fibers are the same in both of you.
Yeah,
that's why I think
too, yeah.
it worked.
From my standpoint, I'm just thinking about the game. And it was weird because right in the middle of talking about just normal stuff, they get right back at the twin thing.
This has been the best experience because this has been the neatest thing for me to get to know two individuals who I thought were one, and it's just so...
Yeah.
It's just so cool.
You know of yourself just as an individual, and people always think of twins or say, oh, you need to find your own identity. Well, I know my own identity.
Coming in now, you still don't see yourself looking alike.
Right.
But everybody else looks at you like, oh, you look alike, and so it makes you feel like, no, don't get me going.
It's a weird phenomenon that I think a lot of twins might go through. Sometimes people treat you like you've got something weird about you.
I think that you are starting to see people realize these are two smart, intelligent, powerful girls, and they not only share the bond of blood, but an identical gene pool.
I didn't really want to say this, but Jace just goes, you'll never be viewed as individuals in this house either, because when you two were sitting beside each other at that table, that was the most intimidating thing ever. You better never hang out with each other. And it's someone like that you just go, oh, you better bet I'm not going to break today.
I've been through tougher instances in my life, and there's not a person in this house who could break me down.
Well, you better bet I'm not giving up today, because your worst nightmare is going to walk through that door times 2.
So, how do you think it's going?
Natalie and I both got a chance to figure out how we want to do our strategy. So we started looking at some possible players to start targeting.
Cowboy is a huge threat to me. Because Cowboy's like, I feel like I'm so close to you. He just went, am I as close to you as I am with Adria? And I said, yes.
Because he shared those first nights with me.
Take over Scott's role with him. And just like, well, everybody else
I'm going
knows
to put you out on that because he's so curious about getting to know Natalie right now. That put him out there with that right now. I'm going to tell you right now, though, we got to watch for Marvin next week, so we got to make sure we keep him in line as well.
Marvin and Cowboy are already running. They're playing new personalities. They're trying to be that sweet person that they were at first. But the bottom line is, they aligned with people and got ugly for 5 weeks. But Karen's trying to ride coattails. She talks about how she didn't want to play the power of veto. And we just talking about who's going to play veto. And she goes, well, I would, but I really can't because my finger's not healed yet. What if it's a physical competition? It's the Super Six plan, girl. It doesn't matter who wins it. And it's riding coattails. And everybody knows
She wants to be just quiet and not...
make cookies, I know. Everybody knows
And everybody just, you know...
I can't save her.
What we need to do, honestly...
Just let them come to us.
We need to talk one-on-one.
We get to play in 2 weeks in a minute.
You know, obviously we can't hang together, you know.
Obviously, we got to socialize and blend like 2 separate people, just like Drew and Diane, honestly, they've kind of done, even though they're totally tight together.
She was the one who walked in the other night and broke that stuff up and said, that's my girl, I got her back.
All I need is 1 vote to stay in this house.
I know that. You're so crazy.
Tell me what the guy's talking about.
And she busted up in there and said, that's my best friend.
If you want to talk about somebody who's played the game right, she's probably at the top of my list because she's never been scared to say, screw you, put me on the block about things about me or being seen with me or being blunt, honestly, about any situation. And she's like, me and Drew were talking about it once. A house full of single birds. We're up against 4 twins. And she goes, it would be cool to see any of the 4 of us make the final 2.
When Natalie tells me something, I never have to question in my mind that she's going to turn around and be like backstabbing me to get me out of the house. We are the Super Alliance, and I will never burn that girl.
She just kind of like, twins rule the world. Jace is like a virus. He kind of comes in, corrupts for a while, but you know you want to get rid of it. Marvin is a very straightforward type of person. He is very honest.
Marvin doesn't step on people's toes, and that's what I really like about him. He'd play it straight, and I think that's what makes him just a really good guy. Jace is crazy. He's off the cuff, cutthroat.
Jace, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Hi, Jace. This is A, the original A, and I just want to say, glad to see you go, no doubt about it, because the Jace that I know is a total butt.
Congratulations, Adria. You are the new head of household. Jennifer, please turn over the HOH key to Adria.
Here you go, girl.
And
it's A! It is finally here, the safest I have ever felt in the house. It's just awesome. It's great to be A. Here you go, girl. I was actually very excited. For her to win that was just huge to me. So it's a brand new game. I think at this point, it's safe to say Natalie is safe. I think that at this point, I'm feeling comfortable with both Diane and with Drew. I'm not interested in putting them up at this time. Besides them, they all better watch their step. Well, if you guys are ready for the unveiling of the new HOH for the Big A, then come with me right this way. You're all invited to enjoy a little bit of my world. And let's see what happens. Go, girl. I got to see a picture of my mom. And that's been very awesome just to, you know, say hey to mom and see her smiling face. Of course, I got my picture with Lenny and a picture of my mom is awesome. It was just great to kind of get to share a little bit of Adria's life with everybody, and it just felt good.
But my most exciting moment whenever there's a new HOH is to see what their CD is.
Confessions!
Adria got Usher, and I will say that I screamed like a 12-year-old schoolgirl. I adore Usher.
There was a lot of squealing going on, but it was me. I was the one squealing like a little chick. Where you think I hit the pick 6 in the Illinois lottery? Woo! Woo! Music.
I'm so happy for you, though. I had a good feeling about one of you two. Drew said the same thing.
Really?
Yeah. Well, Drew said it, and I was like, I did too. I don't want you to think I'm in here rushing in to talk to you, but...
No, please do. We don't, time's limited, and I've got lots on my mind about it right now.
I tried not to be the first brown-nosing person to go running into the HOH room after the competition was over, but you know how every time one of the guys won the HOH, how we felt about it? I felt that was exactly what they gave us tonight, the three of them. The looks that Will, Karen, and Nakomis had on their faces after the competition today when Adria won, to me, it makes them a target. The look on their faces
was like it was the last person they could want to get it. I saw it.
It disgusted me. I just looked at Drew and he looked at me like, those are your people, and I was like,
I already know. I'm not stupid, and I've not tried to hide it from anybody here. I know where I'm sitting. I know where my target zone is.
Sure, we were an alliance in the beginning, but I know that you're not scared of them. Okay, Cowboy is not a threat in this game. Cowboy's somebody I think that we would want to take to the end. And, Marvin, Marvin's my target. I would want to see Marvin out next week, but one of them might have to be put up. We could put Karen out, but it's going to be your decision, I'm just throwing suggestions out there, so.
Yeah, speak freely.
I think that we know what needs to happen, unfortunately. Think real hard because you're gonna have to make this decision tomorrow on who you want to put up.
Oh, yeah. And it definitely puts me back in a crazy-ass position.
We were in the cloud room, and it was me and Will and Nakomis looked right at me and said,
Who do you think that they're gonna nominate?
And I was there. I was like,
you can't hide it. I hear it. I hear it all over the place. Regardless if Natalie and I decide to separate in this house and try to act like two individuals, it will not happen in no one else's mind in this house. My whole life it's always been them. You don't ever hear her, she, or I.
Who do you think they'll nominate? Well, I'm done kissing your ass. My session's over. Shall I send somebody else in?
I don't know what it is, that Karen gets louder and louder. Will crunches more ice than ever now. Yep. Marvin can smack a damn... Marvin's just gross. Marshmallow on all his little habits. Well, Will's acting like a jerk. That's what he's doing. He used to be pretty sincere and kind of basic, and now he's acting like, I'm just like, can it? Okay, well, who do you want to go then? How we get rid of him? Got 3 chances. Well, 2 need to go up tomorrow. Somebody will get the veto. Either they use it or they don't. There's no need to put Marvin and Cowboy both on the block at the same time. So who else needs to go up? I think Will. I thought that. I just wanted to put Karen up. I know it. But I don't know if she could handle it. She'd freaking lose it in bed. Basket cakes for a damn week. So, I almost feel like that's worth it too.
I think everybody's coming after me in future weeks, and Karen is really a brilliant person, and she's very detailed. She knows what's going on, and so from the very beginning, she's been a threat to me.
My plan right now is to put up one of the 3, minus Nakomis. I ain't putting her up yet. They have a fair chance. So be it. Are you gonna tell them about it before you put them up, or just shock them? Shock.
Guys, it's now time for the nomination ceremony to begin. Well, guys, as you know, this is the nomination ceremony. And I have to put up 2 people today for nomination for eviction. Being in this new position in the House for the first time has given me a great opportunity to really look at all the wonderful people that are in this House today. I have been privileged
to be here with all you guys, and I'm very thankful and blessed to be here with each of you. And I just want to say that this was not an easy decision today, because each of you have been such a key component to this house and playing as a team, and I really appreciate that from everybody here, and I can't say enough about that. What I have to do now is I will take the first key out, and that will reveal the name of the person that will be safe. And then from that point on, the next key will reveal the next safe person.
Natalie, you're safe.
I can say. I think that it's time for people in this house to actually stand up and want to believe in themselves and want to fight. Will and Marvin have a chance to go and play that veto and save their own butts. But somebody's got to go. You know, that's the bottom line here.
You grilling out, Will? I don't know if I'm hungry. I think I just lost my appetite for some weird reason. I'll be fine though.
So I know how that is.
You know what's funny is how they get mad at you.
You know, they're all mad.
I didn't mean to be passive-aggressive just then. When I just said I lost my appetite, I didn't mean to be passive-aggressive. It's just, you know, after that all that stuff that we went through with Holly, and I really went to bat, and honestly, I mean, she knows, and Karen and I talked about strategies with talking to Drew and all night long, and it's just surprising, I guess.
I expected that people would be shocked, and I know this. And,
right.
And whenever you get to a point where you feel comfortable and you want to talk to me, then we need to talk.
Well, we can go in your room and chat then.
Well, let's just do that. There are other people who have asked me about taking you out of this house.
Unfortunately, I'm thinking one of them might have to be put up.
Some people that may surprise you,
okay.
And it's not me.
Okay.
I didn't make a decision off of them. Things are revealed to me in my prayers, and I see a great light in you. And with that, I don't want you to worry about anything about being voted out of this house.
The thing that's most upset me now is not being put on the block, but the fact that obviously it's either Nick, Diane, or Karen that has ill will toward me, and that really surprises me.
They'll reveal themselves in their own way.
If she wanted to put me on the block as some sort of pawn, you'd think that she would have at least maybe come to me before. That's not what she's about, and obviously her true colors are flying high.
I'm gonna go back to running. It's all good though, seriously.
The worst part about it is that all my suspicions were right. My first impression was dead on. And all I have to say is if I am still in this house and I walk away with the HOH, Adria, watch your back, bitches.
I thought I was at least gonna be listening to Usher this week.
You can have it. I'm take my place in line. Ain't no sour grapes here.
Jeez. Hey, it's me. Your favorite HOH.
What's up? Look, I got 0 allies in this house. None. I don't even have nobody to damn talk to in here.
Right.
How you pick me and you got people who got alliances and all that kind of stuff who actually threaten you in this house? I mean, I just don't understand that. That's just a weak decision. That's what I think. I think it's just, it's a spineless decision, Adrian. I mean, for real. I mean, me, who I got in here? Who can you associate me with?
Well, Marvin,
and
I'm gonna be honest.
I try to defend you in front of damn Jace ass when he was jumping all over you. That's how you repay me.
You're slick. You're the hardcore liar.
So why you upset at her? You can't be mad just because your boy left. You ain't supposed to take this game personal. I'm calling you out. She's a classic backstabber and a hypocrite because I saved her from eviction to put me up, and you got people who sleep together, you know what I'm saying, and who all tight like that. I ain't got nobody. You can find people with a stronger alliance in this house, 2 people to split up in this house, other than the gay dude and the black dude.
Right now, Marvin's kind of walking around feeling like a big whooped minority, and that I came at him, because of his ethnicity. And I'll tell you what, I think that's really a low blow because that's not the kind of person that I am. I think that's not a nice shot to take on people. That's not the way
I ain't taking no shot, but...
That was a label, and I don't appreciate that.
Did the Bible tell you to do this, or this is something you came up with?
This is my decision on my own, and the Bible does play a role in my life completely.
Did the Bible have something to do with you throwing me up this week?
Okay, yeah, because
Okay, that's
there
all
you
I
go.
wanted to hear.
There
Okay,
you go.
well,
yeah.
maybe Jesus don't want me to be in the game then.
Because I do. I let my faith lead my life, and so absolutely it had something to do with my decision this week.
Don't even go there with me. Jesus told you to vote off the black dude and the gay dude. Get the hell out of here.
So Adria, with 31 vetoes showing, you are the winner of the veto competition.
She has burned so many bridges in this house. Hopefully she would be smart and just leave the nominations where they stand.
She ended up with 31. It wasn't even close. Didn't even win by a nose. Ain't enough twist in the game to keep me in this with him.
Well, believe me, everybody wants Adria gone too. I promise you that. So I'm trying to start thinking about what I need to do to protect Adria. Well, maybe I'll just go to them and I'll say, you know what? I wanted to come to you since you're one of the nominees. Having the power of veto, I want to give you the chance to give me a reason why I should use the power of veto to take you off the block.
Adria, being head of household, she won the veto, and winning the veto put her in double power. And now she has the option, if either of them would like to come and talk to her or maybe convince her to use the veto on them.
Marvin overall has not been really ugly towards you and I until this nomination this week, you know. He may be scheming secretly, but just see what happens with him when you talk to him.
There's an opportunity right now for both nominees. I mean, I have the power of veto, and I'm listening.
If you really want him gone, then leave him up there. If you want Will to be safe this week, then you leave Marvin and Will up there together. And let the chips fall where they may.
Well, Marvin, I know you and I haven't had much time to really sit and talk, but, you know, I'm definitely still open to discussing anything.
Adria approached me up, and it just really and truly sounded like me, like she was trying to make excuses about her decision. When I saw the nomination, I said, come on now. Y'all down with Will? I know y'all allies. I know he just a pawn. I'm the main one trying to get out.
So I don't play pawns, and Will did not know he was going up.
From a gaming point of view, I'm one of the least powerful people in the house. For you to put me up, look, you can't name no ally I got here in this house.
Exactly.
So why would I even be on the list of people to put up?
Marvin, you're smart.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about where you are,
Mm-hmm.
and think about what opportunities that you have.
I don't have any.
You do. People always do.
I wanted Marvin to look at an opportunity to play the game where he could possibly turn around, have me use the veto on him, and then next week give his word to me that he would not put me up next week.
I want you to think about it.
Me begging you for a veto, or me around here in Cowtown pandering to the marketplace for a vote, that goes and flies in the face of everything I've represented and bought to this game. Part of the reason you in this game is because of me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't using that to try to stay in the game, but you stabbed me in the back when you put me up. And when Jace jumped on your ass with both feet, who defended you in front of them? Who pulled the dogs off me? But you know what? If you want to put me up, that's cool in the game. Let the chips fall where they may. I ain't begging for no veto. You put it in the hands of the voters. If you want me in, keep me in. If you don't, send me packing. My integrity and self-respect mean more to me than $500,000. If they want me out, they can vote me out.
All right, well, enjoyed our conversation. I guess he don't want to be here. Some people just make their mind up.
I just want to know who wants to be here and who actually respects me as a voter and just says, hey, talk to me, tell me what you're thinking so I can make a decision instead of just saying, just make a decision because I don't care.
I mean, if they want it, it's there for the taking.
Well,
and I don't think either one of them wants it.
There's people in this house that just need to go, and I'm just trying to clean it out.
And I'm here to say it out in the open. That's why I'm standing in the middle of the kitchen. So if anybody wants to listen better, they can walk up in the kitchen. Because I'm here. I'm wide open. People don't want to talk. I'm wide open.
They're scared to talk.
I hope it comes down to a tie between Marvin and Will, and I want to be the one who makes a decision.
I bet we could work something out.
How about that, house? Why don't you guys just put it all back on me so you can all feel safe? This whole week is going to be all about Adria. Adria. It's going to be Adria's decision. I'm going to go tell them before they fall asleep. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but I want to let you know that I've been actually been out in the open, out in the kitchen right now, and I want you guys to know that as of right now, being the veto holder, that neither nominee wants to be vetoed because I think they both want to go. And second of all, I want to let you guys know that they are relying on their own actions in the House as how they represented in the House for you voters. And that if it happens to come out because of all the things that have been said from both nominees as far as what they've represented in the House, if it comes down to a tie, I think that would be awesome because I'm HOH and I made the nominations, and because I'm the veto holder and nobody wants to use it, then I actually would like to be the one who makes the decision as to which one goes. If you guys want to think about that, making it a tie, then that's totally cool with me. That's Adria. I want you guys to know which one it is, okay? Because that's obviously a big concern in the House. I want to keep that easy and clear for you guys. I don't want to put this on nobody. Let me know.
Okie dokie. It's freaking house. I hate it.
Guys, it's time for the veto meeting.
In a perfect world, she'd take one of us off the block and put her evil spawn up.
This is the veto meeting. Today, both Marvin and Will have been nominated for eviction. But I have the power of veto, and I have the opportunity to take one of the nominees off the block. I would like to give both nominees a chance to plead their case. Okay, thank you, Marvin. I appreciate both of you guys giving me your true opinions here. I have chosen not to exercise the power of veto today, and I will leave it in the hands of the other House guest at this time, and good luck.
Good luck, Mom.
That's right.
The veto meeting is adjourned. If the House guests choose to create a tie out of their voting decision between Will and Marvin, then that would be fine. It might just be Adria's decision week altogether. Some of my trust for Will has diminished. Marvin is kind of in his own state, so it's hard to see where Marvin would go when it comes to trust in this game.
Hi, Adria.
Hi, Julie.
Now remember, the other House guests cannot hear you, so feel free to say what's on your mind. Now, you nominated Will and Marvin for eviction. How hard was it for you to make that decision?
When you are HOH, you cannot predict how hard this situation will be. I thought that this week was actually going to be very simple because I felt that I had such a strong team behind me that regardless of my decision, that they would support my decision and respect that. And honestly, Julie, I've learned a lot this week, and I've been very surprised about some of the reactions I did get.
Well, why do you think the House reacted so strongly to that decision?
I honestly feel that perhaps my team wasn't as strong as I thought they were, that they trusted my decision and actually believed in the support that I thought was there. And so with that, that has revealed to me that their support for me probably would not be there for me in the future.
You were very outspoken with your housemates to the point of challenging them to tie tonight's vote. Why?
Because I really feel at this point that it is in the best interest for me to take this decision upon myself, and it would be an honor if my House guests did choose to make their decision into a tie, because I would rather take on the responsibility to be reflected as Adria alone, because I feel, unfortunately, Natalie has gotten a lot of unfair kickback off of my HOH position, and I feel really bad that she can't play this House as an individual just like the rest of the people. I think that they've really turned and hit her with a lot of upsets.
Mm-hmm. Well, after tonight, you will no longer be head of household. Are you worried about being a target for eviction next week?
I'm always a target when I'm not HOH, and I've realized that from day one. I think that early on in the game with my relationship with Drew, when he put me up on the block, that I gained a lot of respect in that position. And so therefore, I feel that I'm never alone, and I do have my faith, and I'm very proud to have that. And I just really am rooting for Natalie because she's my only guarantee at this time.
All right. Thank you, Adria, and you can head back to the living room.
Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome. Coming up, tonight's live vote for eviction.
Natalie, your turn.
Natalie's vote is critical to her strategy. Which nominee does she think is less likely to target her and Adria for eviction next week? Hello, Natalie.
Hello.
Please reveal your vote.
I vote to evict Will.
House guests, the votes are in. And we have a tie. 3 votes for Will, 3 votes for Marvin. Adria, as the current HOH, you must now decide which of these 2 men will leave the Big Brother house. Just a reminder, when Adria reveals her vote, the evicted house guest will have 1 minute to say goodbye, gather his belongings, and walk out the front door. Adria, please stand and cast your vote.
Yes, I got put on the spot. I had a lot of information come my way this week, and I'm really glad that the decision was mine to make.
Vote to evict now.
Well, this has been an incredible week, no doubt about it. And I would like to say that with you guys' votes today, that I do know that both of you guys have created a special asset to this house. As I said before in my nomination, I think that I couldn't choose between either one of you then, and I can't believe that I'm having to do that now. I would like to just say that the friendship that I've endured with both of you guys, I hope that I can continue on with that from here forth, regardless of what happens in this house. And I would also like to say, in conjunction with that, that this has been a very tough week, and having really not had either one of you guys talk with me, I really don't know what to do, so I've tossed a coin in my head, and I think that, honestly, it's going to be a sad day for everybody, and I choose to evict Will from the house today.
Will, I have to make it official. You have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Thank you, Julie. Adria, if karma's now listen now. If karma's a boomerang, I'll see you sooner than later.
If what?
If karma is a boomerang, I'll see you sooner than later.
Okay.
It's all right. Seriously.
To be rejected, it didn't hurt my feelings at all. I just think that he'll never be able to take that moment back again. So I hope he feels good about it. I think I took out a major player in the house. I think Will has really been that under the radar kind of player the whole time. It was a very risky move. I think it took a lot of strength for me to do what I've done this week.
Just want to say I'm glad you guys weren't put in this position this week. And I wish you all luck as well. I really do. It's just a tough spot to be. Yeah, you did a good job this week. Well, at least it was just me on my own. I can say that, so thank you guys for letting it just be.
You are one of the most beautiful people I've ever met. I wish you the best and all the blessings.
You're not sleeping, are you? Shit my ass for a minute and everything. They were in there just... I was just in there laying down and I started like getting tired. And yelling, and I was like, I'm just gonna lay down for a second, you know.
Twins kind of have their own little language, and especially when twins talk to each other, they don't have to say much. It's almost like they can read each other's minds.
And I just think a good song in the
So,
too.
you know, it's one of those that you make
I wish you could write the words down right there.
It was very good. It was one that Brett could just totally
That's what I was doing. See, that's when you
it was just, it was basically lift me up.
Twins don't have to speak to each other necessarily. Call it twinglish, if you will. It's almost like you had this communication without communication.
Cup? Something. Yeah, because you want that ears though. You got it now, don't you? Okay, I got it.
When Adria and Natalie talk, it's like they have the same thought process.
Stuff goes, you got that, but okay, but you know. Bottom line is my goal is not have us both sitting there today. I didn't make any promises to her. I told her I thought she was cool with me, though, that personally she ain't done nothing to me. She definitely plays this as a game, no doubt about it. It's never over until eviction night. So always believe and always be positive. Class act, baby. Class act. Oh, her offering too that she abuses us as individuals and all those things too. I thought, why didn't you tell me all that? So she's trying to save face with me. I think she's coming after you. I did tell her this too. So I will tell you this. I said, Adria has not told me anything that she's learned about being HOH. I said, so she's a very honest player. I said, I just want to let you know that. So that I knew that her and Will were close, you know. So I know you two were close. I said, I hope you don't take that personally. because Will makes his own decisions in this game. I said, he had the power just to tell me one thing to have my vote. Just one thing, Nokomis. And she just goes, I admire you for that. She goes, I see where you stood on that. And she knows how he treated me all week. It's no secret.
Well, maybe you saved yourself. Good.
Well, maybe. If I can, I will. So, remember, it can be done. It ain't over till the chin says it's over.
I nominated Natalie and Adria for eviction this week. Most of you guys talked to me earlier and I said that I was going to be making my decisions for a reason, and I did. You two are the only people in the house that I know of that have broken a direct promise that we've made with each other. And at that time I informed y'all, you know, if this gets broken, you're going to go up. So I stayed true to my promises, and that's why you're up here. Same reason for both of you, so I only have to make the speech once. With all of that being said, the nomination ceremony is adjourned.
I wasn't surprised. I knew it was coming. My plan is to win the veto. We gotta get one of us off the block right now. That's the goal. Both of us being on the block, bottom line is one of us will be here next week. If I'm still in the house, I am definitely going to play the game forward based on the way that people personally have treated or come at me now. Nokomis, she was probably the last person that I wanted this week to win HOH, and when she won that, I already knew where things stood.
Thanks, Nokomis.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, thank you, really.
Nobody else gave me a reason to. I nominate them because both of them broke promises to me. Everything started on the second week. Me, Karen, Will, and Adria made a pinky swear.
I would give this pinky as long as I'm in this house. You will not get a vote from me.
Okay, I give my pinky because I can't do a handstand without that.
You broke that promise. No loophole in a pinky swear.
Just to say, if we want to call out broken promises, it is too funny.
Yeah,
it is.
Sorry.
They were definitely poor sports about it today. If there was something funny said at the ceremony today, it must have went right over my head because I missed it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. The speech is definitely something that did throw me off a little bit. You both are put up for the same reason that you broke a promise.
Nice cop out. Could at least come up with a better speech than that.
No, that's about as good as it gets.
At least give me a personal reason.
No.
Interesting.
I had a true commitment to my girl alliance, and Will was around, but Will is also a guy, and I tried to watch my wording very carefully, and I personally have never pinky sweared with Will. Adria did.
Let's eat. How about a bullcrap sandwich?
Her story didn't match up, and when I spoke with Nokomis earlier in HOH prior to the game, the only thing I would ask for her is to back it up with really good reasons. She really didn't have that, and that was a little disappointing. I do expect a little bit more out of her.
May the most evil twin win.
Listen, I just want you guys to understand why I put you up, because I don't think that y'all understand. But I'm getting that impression.
I've never broke a promise to you, Nokomis.
No.
And that's all I can go off of.
We all made a promise that we would not put anybody up on the block unless we let them know. And we promised that we wouldn't vote anybody out. At that time, y'all were playing as a whole, so that should have been passed around.
Natalie and I were in survival mode, and promises were made, but when we both came into the house, all bets were off.
I had to stand up for what I said that I was going to do whenever that happened, so.
And,
that's what happened. If I make a promise with a whole group, it means that, if you break that, you're breaking the promise to me, you're breaking the promise to Karen, you're breaking the promise to Diane, especially to Will, and it really pisses me off. If they broke a promise once, then they would break a promise again.
That girl's crazy. She put us both up because we broke a trust to her, but we never broke a trust to her.
She's trying to fight somebody else's battle who is gone.
Will's real lucky. He's got somebody here. I know. Fighting for him. I know. He's like Charles Manson. In prison, still got people out killing people.
So I'm coming that way to talk to you guys. Or you, or whoever, or whatever.
Commit the way you want to commit. I just want to know where you're committed or not.
Right now, I feel completely alone in this house. I'm just really upset about the whole thing. Like, my heart just like...
I know, it's a tough spot to be in. I just wish that she would have gave me a reason of why she put me up, and I think that she's just for not giving me a personal reason. She did not give me a personal reason. I just think she's
just a trust thing, I guess. And I don't know, I guess...
Not trust thing. Not trust thing. I ain't never had no pinky swear with Will, and I never said that he was part of my thing. I ain't never had no pinky swear with Will, Diane. Never. It's a cop-out. It's a cop-out. It's a cop-out. She's just not being a wuss. It's a cop-out. It don't matter because one of us will be here next week. I know, and that's what I got to say. Is one of us will be.
Natalie's like the bad twin. She, you know, she's not afraid to tell you what she thinks about you to your face.
One of us will probably be going this week if it, you know, fate don't surprise a miracle. But I just, you know, I'm still wondering whose votes do I have in this house? What I try to do is keep front face and always play it with integrity and honesty. And I ain't breaking something that ain't been broken. You're in a good spot. You're in a good spot because you still got a lot of people don't know where you are, and that's fine.
You know, you can't hear the spy scream, but once again, I'm not stupid. And I saw one of the twins talking to Diane, pointing to the HOH room, doing aggressive hand motions. I know that there was some smack being talked, and I don't care. Because I did that because I have my reasons, and I kept to my promise, and if they want to get gripey about it, if they want to be a bad player about it, let them.
Knowing the way the house is, I feel that my best bet is to have Drew and Cowboy play for us. Hey guys, mind if I come in here for a minute? No. Y'all cool?
Come on in.
Adria, I just shut this for fun. So I'm really hoping that I can maybe get some help as far as how I need to play tomorrow. I just kind of need to know if you guys are still there or not.
Obviously, you know, any of us get the veto. What do you want done with it?
I would like for it to be used. That's all. That's all I want. I just want it to be used.
Okay, right.
You know?
Right.
So, if it's used, I mean, still, one of us can sit here and go, too. It's just the way it is. That's why I'm asking you right now.
What if she was to put somebody like Drew up? One of you guys gets taken off the block. I guarantee somebody like you goes up.
Congratulations, Adria. You are the winner of the Golden Power of Veto.
The look on the Comus's face when Adria won is priceless.
You're the winner of the Golden Power of Veto.
It was really important just to know that one of us could come off the block.
Good job, kid.
I wasn't happy about it. I know Karen wasn't happy about it. Nokomis wasn't happy about it. Marvin wasn't happy about it. Well, I'll try to be nice.
I can't tell me how to play this game, Adria. I can't. Well, let me tell you something. I want you to say you. Do you hear me? No, why? Because you won the veto, Adria. Use it on yourself and save yourself. You can win more than me. You've done great. I don't think I have any allies or anybody in this house, period, behind me. Nobody. No one. Cowboy said he had his alliance with Drew, you know, and he can't go back on that. So that's why he thinks they're gonna put Drew up because nobody voted against Drew. I said, you know what that means? I said, that means nobody's gonna vote. Nobody's gonna vote for me either. What that means? I think it doesn't matter if I'm coming after you, and I'll see you sooner than later if that's the case. Hey guys, it's now time for the veto meeting. Okay guys, it's time to begin the veto ceremony. And since I have the power of veto, I will be asking the nominee, Natalie, to plead her case to the veto holder. So I would like to give the floor to Natalie at this time.
Well, I think that the golden power veto is a great tool in this game that gives people second chances when they may or may not have had one. And I know a lot of people have been in this situation here. And being in the position that I'm in, definitely I welcome the power of veto if it is chose to be used. And if I was in the same situation, then I know there'd be a tough decision to make. I know that you want to give me all the chances that you can, okay? Thank you very much, Natalie. I appreciate your honesty. I know that was definitely something true from your heart. It's a hard thing to do to give away the power of veto. I was in this position last week and I really wanted to use it then, but I felt like it was not wanted. And this week, I know that it's definitely wanted by both nominees. And I wish there was 2 vetoes here, but there's not. I will make a decision now to use the power on myself and save myself in this game because I feel that Natalie has been absolutely reflected by Adria's actions anyways. And I feel like if you guys didn't want to give her a chance this week for the wonderful person that she is, I don't know if it was ever in your hearts to do it to begin with. So honestly, I'd rather just be here myself. All right, well with that, then the veto ceremony is adjourned. Natalie is real. What you see is what you get.
Natalie has lied in this game and admitted that she's lied.
Cowboy is just an all-around great guy. The best thing I can say about him is that he does not turn away from somebody who's down. To talk about Natalie as my sister, my best friend. Some people look at me like I'm protecting Natalie, and I felt like she's been really protecting me.
When Adria was in power, Natalie was in power. You can take the strongest alliance Big Brother has ever seen and now weave in some DNA. That is unbeatable.
You got to be careful about Natalie. As far as I know, Natalie and Adria got mental telepathy.
I can't walk around this house without Natalie telling me how much she loves me and she cares about me.
Natalie, you're up.
Well, I have to agree with Michael that I couldn't be sitting on a block next to a better person, and the cabin room definitely has a friendship that will last forever. We know that, and that's what makes this week so tough. But as you asked me a couple of weeks ago, Julie, how did I feel coming into the house as Natalie and getting to play the game as that? And I hope tonight that I have a chance to have that opportunity still to play the game as Natalie, and I would not be here without the support of my loving husband, Breck, who has given me so much. And I want to wish April a very happy birthday coming up this weekend as well, and to Adria and Lenny, who are on their 6th-year anniversary that is coming up this weekend. And I have made so many friendships in this house and so many commitments, and I hope that tonight people look at me as an asset and see me as something that they could use further in the game.
I vote to evict Natalie.
Natalie.
Thank you, Marvin. You can go back to the living room and send in Adria.
Okay, thanks.
Adria used the golden power veto to save herself, leaving her twin sister alone on the chopping block. With her close friend Michael also facing eviction, Adria's decision is more emotional than she ever thought. Hello, Adria.
Hi.
Please cast your vote to evict now.
I vote to evict Michael.
Natalie.
Natalie.
House guests, the votes are in. Just a reminder, when I reveal the results of the voting, the evicted house guest will have 1 minute to say goodbye, gather their belongings, and walk out the front door. By a vote of 4 to 1, Natalie, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Go for you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
The mood in the house this week was very different than when Will left last week, and everybody was ready for Natalie to go because Natalie was too strong a competitor, and they're glad for her to get out the door.
I was hoping for a vote of 4-1 to get Natalie out of the house. It makes me really happy, and it makes me, trust the housemates a little bit more.
Good luck. Your family is the most important thing, and I just treasure that. I was just so thankful that she was really my friend in the house, and how she stayed committed to me. God bless you all.
It's a damn shame her twin sister's still in the house, or else I would have been throwing the party right now. I do feel sorry for Will. Oh my God. I know Will's in this jury sequester right now, and when Natalie walks through that door and greets Will at that house, oh, it's gonna be ugly.
It's fine. You do what you want to do. That's fine. I respect that. I do.
Hard to compete with you girls.
I feel bad that, something that's very, very special between two people is the reason I had to vote one of the girls out.
There was a little tear shed, yes, for Natalie. I did lose a sister, a friend.
When somebody leaves, that mean pat yourself on the back, congratulate yourself and stuff, because you made it another week. You hate to see somebody go, but you love to see somebody go.
Hey, Natalie.
Hello.
How are you? Come on in.
Doing okay, hanging in there.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Natalie, for the first 5 weeks of the game, you and Adria played the game as one person. You earned the right to play as individuals. But do you feel that your housemates ever saw the two of you as individuals?
Definitely after this week speaking with the house guest and having a lot of heart-to-hearts and stuff, this has been one of the toughest weeks because I've only wanted the respect of any decision to be made as Natalie, and it's been something that I think in their psychological standpoint that they could not overcome at this point, and I do know that a lot of people are still going to deal with that, and I hope that by me being gone today that I give Adria a 100% chance of having a real chance at this game.
Adria used the golden power veto to save herself instead of you. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think that she deserved that just as much as anyone, and she won the veto competition. I was praying that either her or I did it, and I think that with her name being in the house since day one, that was the best chance of her to survive. So hopefully it will prove wisely, and she's got a hard challenge ahead of her.
Nicole said she nominated you and Adria because of the pinky swear.
Mm-hmm.
Was that fair?
No, I don't think Nokomis was fair in her nominations. All I asked Nokomis, and I spoke with her one-on-one, was just to give me the respect as an individual player and give me reasons. And she gave me reasons that were related to Adria and things that may have been something different. And Will was not a part of my pinky swear, or I was not even HOH. I was just a voter in the game. So I just really hope that I wish her the best of luck in this game. And if that's a strategic move, then that's the answer I was looking for, not so much of a vengeance. So I do pray for her.
Drew and Diane both voted to evict you tonight, and they were part of your twins alliance.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I think that this game is a game of chance, and you have to have some trust in people when you go into this game, and you just trust that maybe someone could relate to you as much on a level and stick to that. So it'll be interesting to see how the game plays out, and with that alliance, all you can do is have a little trust and a little bit of hope, and then maybe it'll work out. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. Just depends on how gutsy people are when the time comes.
Right. Well, in the event you were evicted tonight, your housemates each taped a special goodbye message to you, so let's hear what they had to say.
Okay.
Natalie, if you're seeing this, things didn't go good for you, but I want you to know that I really cared about you.
I love you, girl. You're like a sister. This is not a goodbye. This is I see you later.
I really, really feel close with you. You probably got the short end of the stick, but at least one of you can go forward.
Hated to see you go, but you broke a promise, whether you want to admit it or not.
When I first met you, I really enjoyed you. If it was you, it might have been your sister Adria. I'm still not sure. I'm still having a hard time telling the two of you apart.
You really felt like a sister that I never had.
You know this is really hard for me, and I wouldn't be here without you. And I won't be here alone. I know you're still with me. You know I love you with all my heart.
So emotional.
Yeah, that's the hard one to watch.
Well, you know, it's not over because you are the second member of the jury of 7 that will decide who wins Big Brother
Exactly.
5. What will factor in, and how will you determine who the winner should be in this game?
Well, I think when it comes down to the final 2, I will make my decisions definitely as an individual player, and hopefully those people in the house have taken that into consideration with each move that they have made, and I'll just vote from my heart on that one. And I really hope that I have a great decision to make and not a real tough one.
Okay. Well, we'll see you back here on finale night, September 21st,
Yes.
when you and the jury will crown the winner of Big Brother 5.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
Natalie.
much.
You played a good game.
Yes, thank you.
I nominated Adria, and I nominated Michael Cowboy. Adria, I nominated you because you've been a formidable foe in this house. You've won 3 out of 4 competitions. You've won physical competitions and mental competitions. And you've had it a little easier than the rest of us in the house because you didn't have your twin here. I really respect you, and that's why I'm giving you the shot to take yourself off the chopping block through veto, because I respect you as a person. So I hope you take that for what it's worth. Cowboy, me and you best boys, all that. I know that's your girl there. You got to look out for her. And it's just a strategic move I'm making because I know you would have to help her out. I know you would have to vote for her. You know what I'm saying? I love you like a play cousin. You still my boy. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
So with that being said, I call this ceremony to a close.
The veto competition is about to come up, and I'm looking for a teammate.
You know how I feel about the veto and everything. If I were to win, I would probably be too scared to use it.
You can either do things or you can just sit back and wait. I appreciate your honesty, saying that you don't know if you would use it or not. I just would hope that you would try.
Oh, I would try, but I'm saying that if I were to win it, I don't know if I would be able to use it.
You asleep? Just hanging out. So, you said I had a 1 in 5.5 chance.
Yeah.
Is that half still there? What are you really dealing with? Because I'm just curious. I'd rather at least kind of have an idea, I guess, in a sense, so that maybe I could help you think about some things or look at some other options.
There's 2 people on the block right now I have nothing against. You know, there's other people in the house that would probably replace those 2 people on the block that I probably have nothing against. And the whole predicament for me is just leaves my gut saying just leave well enough alone and, you know, let the house make its decision.
But you already know the house's decision.
Yeah, I know, but I don't. Because I haven't been there. I haven't, like, you know what I mean, made a choice to say put up X and Y, or what would the ramifications be for me as an individual player. So, Adria.
Well, being here on the block is just another piece of the game. I have had some very interesting commitments in this house. Some people choose not to follow their commitments. And I do want the power of veto. I would love to have it used on me. I feel like there's many chances for both myself or for Michael. He doesn't deserve to be here because he's been a friend to me. And so I would just like to see the power of veto being used today. blown away. Yeah, I'm extremely competitive. I mean, I can take hits. If I have to sit there and run that block every week, then so be it. Alliances can shift. I'm looking for a teammate.
I'm talking to you openly about it because, honestly, I mean, it's like, and I don't know, I can't even talk to Diane.
And I want you to know, like, don't ever feel like you can't talk to me.
I'm irritated, and I'm not a quitter, and there's nothing I can really do. I'm in a position where I can't do nothing. I even would love to have a freaking tie and make Marvin have to make that decision.
Mm-hmm.
And you're getting stuck in a hard position being in a relationship, but don't let that fool you.
Oh, you better believe that's not gonna fool me. She is so stubborn, and now I'm starting to realize she's probably not so scared of Marvin because look at the way she's been acting this week. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He's a guy that you could actually give a little bit of trust with.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
So I think she's a bitch in that aspect.
The plague's back there with my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only thing I heard when I went in there was trust. It's the trust talk.
I don't know. You know, this week's kind of hard for me, and I'm definitely seeing a lot of good points of why Adria should stay. Everybody in this house has given Adria the cold shoulder this week, and they're not even talking to her, and I think it's ridiculous.
Why does it feel like being on the block again this week? Well, I don't know. I feel like the only way to stay off of the block is to have an alliance. Well, I had a big day at the pool. 110 laps were hard. And I don't know if that's correct or not. I have to get verification on this, but that was 1, 2, 3, or is this 1, 2? So I may have only done an eighth of a mile.
Adria is the most competitive person ever.
Even though Adria has done some things that have offended a lot of the people in the house, Adria's a very good player.
Adria stresses not to trash talk people, but yet she can do it.
Adria, yeah, she burned some bridges playing this game, but Cowboy is a snitch. I honestly really do see the playing field very level when it comes to the two.
Adria is a very strong player. She knows what she wants and she won't stop going for it.
I think Adria keeps her promises in this game.
Adria will break a group promise and then get mad at people for calling her out on breaking the group promise.
Me keeping Adria in the game longer means there's no target on my back longer.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
And Adria, it's your turn.
Well, thank you, Michael. I do appreciate that. And Drew said it best. This game is definitely about trusting people. It's not about finding friends. And I'm so honored that I've been here with just some really great people. And today I'm asking that people could honor their commitments to me because I stand strong and stand tall, and I know that I've done my absolute best in this game. And I'm proud of that. So whether I leave here today or I stay, obviously I want to stay because I'm all about making things happen. But I stood behind my people, and I can say that with a big smile today. And I'm really blessed for that, and I just appreciate having some great friends too. So thank you so much.
I vote to evict Adria.
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 House guests, the votes are in. Just a reminder, when I reveal the results of the voting, the evicted house guests will have 1 minute to say goodbye, gather their belongings, and walk out the front door. By a unanimous vote, Adria, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Squeeze out right here. Make our way to the door. So we can hurry up and get down here and gather up for a few moments of trivia. Let's see if house guests know my favorite moment at the Big Brother house.
I knew this was coming.
My favorite moment in the Big Brother house is the day that Natalie and I got every one of you guys. And I got to say that I've just been totally blessed, and I've had a great time here, and I'm most proud of the person that I've upheld being who I am and who I've dedicated myself to in this game. And so, you know, I wish all of you the very best of luck, and I want to just say that you all have been in my prayers, and just God bless you all, I really do. And don't forget, I'm on the jury, and so this week I learned a lot about who I do and don't want to vote for now, so I'm sorry, but good luck, guys, I really do. Good luck. Oh, and Natalie says that was coming from both of us. Good luck, girl. Because that's 2 more votes on the jury. And I know some of you
y'all were
guys will be there.
separate, though.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
We are, but
why would
but
that be 2 different ones?
Because we both
I mean,
basically.
don't be mad at us because you deceived us the whole time. Come on now.
No, I'm not
I
mad at all.
bonded with you, and I like you from day one.
Oh,
and
whatever,
then you try
look.
to deceive everybody. Now you want to act like y'all separate.
I walked away from the fight before my big mouth got into it. It was awesome listening to Marvin rip Adria up.
No, I'm not.
Now
I'm
you
not
know
mad
that
at all.
this ain't fair to start with. You know it's not fair.
I'm not
I
mad
mean,
at all.
you
You can
uphold the
call
Bible
us
so
fair,
much,
but
and then you
want
want to say it's how you deceived us.
Oh,
Come
whatever.
on. I mean, the way you came in the game, and now you trying to throw Bible up in everybody's face.
The mood was intense when Adria left. Oh, if I could have found a rock to crawl under, I would have been under that rock. For me, it was probably the worst eviction that I've been through yet.
I mean, give me a break. Always want to use the Bible to her advantage, and she come in the house lying. I was the only one that stood up. I was all up in a grill. You know what I'm saying? She the one walked out the door. I would have stayed there still and talked to her. She the one turned tail and run.
Just calm down, she's gone.
Sure.
Doesn't matter now. I was praying that today everybody would vote Adria out. Adria slammed the door, and that was the last we ever had to see of her again. Thank God.
Gee whiz, so sanctimonious and pompous. You come in the game lying to people, and you expect people to trust you, and get out my face. Don't be saying how people backstab and lie and deceive. That's how you came in the house. Adria, I hope you're listening to me. You came in the house lying and deceiving, saying you were somebody else. Well, she hugged Karen, Drew, and Cowboy's neck, so there's a tear in my beer tonight.
I'm happy that Marvin stepped up because it kind of sort of makes Marvin stick out like a sore thumb. It puts him kind of on the spotlight and it draws attention to him and sucks it away from me.
Me and Natalie, we 2 votes. Yeah, y'all 2 votes out the house.
I promise you, though, if I walk out those doors, I will not go out bitter. You can stab me in my back, and I'm still gonna hug you when I walk out of here. Because unfortunately, it's part of the game.
I'm out.
Hi, Adria. You went out guns blazing.
Well, you know me. That's the only way to go.
We have a lot to talk about, so
Thank
please
you.
sit down.
Thank you.
Wow. After 5 years on the air, we've never had an exit like that. That exchange between you and Marvin, my goodness. All right, first of all, who will and won't you vote for based on what you learned this week?
Well, the main thing for me this week is to definitely stand my ground and who the person that I am. And so with that, the people that make it to the end, that's when I have to make my best judgments. I definitely are rooting for a few
Who are you rooting
people.
for? Cowboy?
I'm rooting for Cowboy, Drew, and Karen. Those are my top 3 right now. So I would really love to see any of those 3 standing there at the end.
So Nokomis, Diane, and Marvin, you've had it with them. That's it.
You know, what's fair game, what's fair game. I mean, so I feel that they make a lot of judgment calls, and they haven't walked in my shoes. They don't know who I am. They don't know where I've come from. And the game that I've played here is the game that I've been dealt, and I've just been blessed, and thank you, Big Brother, for giving me this opportunity. So it's not fair place for either one to say who's had what better and what worse. I mean, everybody goes through their own experiences.
The Twin Twist was such a difficult challenge, yet you and Natalie made it.
Yes.
You both went in the house.
Yes.
Last week she was evicted.
Right.
This week you. How do you feel back-to-back evictions after everything you've been through?
Well, it's not surprising back-to-back. I mean, that's the way we came into this world, and that's the way I expect here today that, you know, that was going to happen. It's not a rerun, America, and, you know, it's just that's kind of the way it is. I mean, if people choose not to support you, and that's the kind of player that I was behind and believed in my team, which was Diane and Drew from the day that Natalie walked in the house. Diane, Drew, Natalie, myself made a pact, and I was there no matter what hits I had to take. And that's the kind of team player that I looked for, and it just wasn't there. Once Natalie left, that was the only player that was able to play that kind of game.
Well, let's listen in to what your fellow housemates had to say in the event that you were evicted tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, Adria. I kept true to my promise. I'm sorry about it. I wish that I didn't have to do it.
You are a hardcore gamer, expert competitor, and I like your tenacity.
I'm sorry for the week that you've had in this house. I like you, Adria. You're a friend, you're a sister.
I'm sorry that you felt like maybe there was a trust there and that maybe I broke it, but trust has been broken all through this game.
I am in my own self-preservation mode, and I kind of had to do what I had to do because of that, and I know that you understand that.
I've never looked up to somebody in life, I think, as much as I have to you, Adria. You're an awesome person. You were put out of this house for very juvenile reasons.
What are your final thoughts after hearing that?
It's amazing. Having the experience of living in that house it's really unexplainable, and to see these people, there's so much more fight that I saw in Karen and that I saw in Drew that I wanted to pull out. And maybe, you know, it's the coach inside of me that I thought I could bring that out. And I didn't, and that I can't do anything about. And I know that, as I told them both, I said, look, just go in here and be the best that you can be. And if you choose to make these decisions, I already knew that what was going down today. And it was a very long week in the house. And, you know, that's all I ever can say. It's just really for anybody to go out there and be your best, because when you walk out of any place, all you have is really your own beliefs and stuff that you have to go forward with.
Well, Adria, we'll see you back here on finale night, September 21st,
Yes.
when you and the jury will decide on who wins Big Brother 5.
Definitely.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.